And welcome back to Strength, Strategy, and Mindset. This is day number 57, and we are at the beginning of our 9th week. That's right, you've been here for a total of 8 weeks so far, and we're starting that 9th week. And as promised, we started several weeks ago with you and me looking not just to talk about what we're doing in terms of strength, not just talking about what we're doing in terms of strategy and of mindset, but actually we wanted to see some changes in our bodies physically. And you've kind of watched me as I've gone through the course of the last several weeks now, 8 weeks to be exact. And as promised, I am coming to you so you can see what's been going on. We've been out here lifting. We've been talking about time under tension. And we're going to take a look. Let me put this mic down so I can start moving around so you can see what's been going on with my body. And I am starting to see changes, right? So the chest, the pecs are a little bit firmer. Of course, the biceps look a little better to me, particularly when I'm wearing shirts. And shoulder muscles, neck muscles, still working on this stuff right here, okay? So I told you that's probably going to be the last thing that's happening, and we'll talk a little bit about what we're going to do this week. Our theme for this week is back to the core. Back to the core. We'll be doing some exercises where we're concentrating a little bit more on the core. Actually, let's just say a couple more. We'll add one exercise to the warm-up and one exercise to the circuit that we're going to be doing that are specifically targeting the core. The other thing that we're doing this week is we are remembering that we are walking. So remember, move, M-O-V-E, metabolic optimization via exercise. And so I want you to remember that we're not just doing the strength training, but we're also walking. And that is a good way to begin burning calories and very good way to begin dealing with some of the things that we see in terms of the different distributions of adipose tissue throughout the body. So once again, let me do a twirl so you can take a look to see what's been happening with me. And we'll do a show where we'll come back and do side-by-sides of what the shows where we've done this, where you've actually seen what's been going on with me in terms of my body. So we want to make sure also that you understand that the Limitless Living Health Action Plan is a blueprint that if you follow, you will begin seeing changes in your metabolism. So we're talking about everything from diabetes, pre-diabetes, obesity, metabolic syndrome, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, fatty liver, polycystic ovarian syndrome, and we can go on and on and on that list, but that is what we're doing. Not just that we are out and we're lifting and we're walking and we're eating better, but we want to see some physical changes as well in our body. Let me go ahead and we'll put my shirt on and we'll get right into our warm-ups. Get our blood flowing, increase the heart rate, and to get the temperature in our body up so that our muscles are more elastic, more stretchable, and to bring needed oxygen to the muscles that we're going to be activating. So let's go ahead. We're going to get into our warm-up, and we'll show you the added exercise that we're going to do here in just a minute, or warm-up exercise. We'll start off with our arm twists, just like we've been doing, 10 forward, 10 backwards. And our goal, right, so theme of this week is back to the core, back to the core. We're dealing with the core, but we are getting essentially back to basics, right? So back to the core is what we're talking about. So let's go ahead. We're going to do 10 forwards and 10 backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Go ahead and do our cross-body leg swings, 10 on each side with a 5 count. I'm going to still continue to do my modified version. Let's go ahead and get started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Then switching to the other side, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll call that 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Okay. So what we're going to do here is we're going to modify a little bit. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our high knee marches. Usually this is where we do our forward reach. We're going to do high knee marches here. Then we're going to come back, we're going to do the forward reach. And then we're going to add the exercise that we're doing for the core. So let's go ahead. We're going to do this for 60 seconds. Our goal is to lift those knees as high as possible. We're going to do a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2 count. All right, let's go ahead, and I'm using my dumbbells. I'm keeping those in my hands right now. Let's go ahead and get started. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Get those knees up, get those knees up. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Get that heart rate up, get that blood flowing, get the oxygen in. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. 30 more seconds. 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Get those arms swinging. If you don't have dumbbells, that's okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2. 15 seconds to go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. And so usually at this point, we're actually sitting down, right? Getting back to our bench. We're going to go ahead and do forward reach at this point. And I'm going to do 10 of these with a 5 count when we reach. And the goal is to try to reach beyond our fingers if we're doing isometric, beyond the dumbbells. We're tightening the chest muscles, tightening the muscles in the arms and in the neck. Let's go ahead and get started. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. 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 That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 10. All right, let's go ahead and put these down. And so for this exercise, we're going to do pelvic thrusts, which means that we're going to get down on the floor, make one adjustment to the camera, and then we'll get started there. And so we're going to do some pelvic thrusts. And basically what we're doing is we got our legs bent with the feet planted on the floor, our hands, palms down, and essentially what we're going to be doing, so our back is flat against the floor, and what we're doing is we're going to be tilting our pelvic up, right? Basically we're trying to rotate it up, and so that we have a nice angle in our legs with our pelvic up a little bit. And we're trying to get about a fist-size space between the floor and our glutes, right? So in this process, we're tightening the core, tightening the glutes, we're activating the quads, the hamstrings are actually coming into place as well, and we're trying to push down with our heel, okay? So we're going to do 3 sets of, we're going to do 3 sets of 8 of these, just like we've been doing with all the other exercises. So go ahead and palms down. And for the first set, what you can do to get the right height, you can actually just put your fist right there to make sure that you're clearing the floor about that much, okay? Let's go ahead and get started. And we're going to hold that. We're going to do 3 sets of 8. We're going to hold it for a 3 count. So 1, 2, 3, and down. And 1, 2, 3, and down. And 1, 2, 3, and down. That's 3. 1, 2, 3, and down. And 1, 2, 3, and down. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, and down. That's 6. 1, 2, 3. That's 7. And 1, 2, 3. That's 8. Now normally we would take a break here, but we're going to go directly into the second set. And same thing for the third set, okay? 1, 2, 3, and down. And 1, 2, 3, and down. And 1, 2, 3, and down. That's 3. 1, 2, 3, and down. And 1, 2, 3, and down. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, making sure you're clearing the floor, and down. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, and down. 1, 2, 3, and down. And we're going to go directly to the last set. 1, 2, 3, and down. 1, 2, 3, and down. If you're unsure, 1, 2, 3, and down. That's 3. Go ahead and put that fist. 1, 2, 3, and down. 1, 2, 3, and down. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, and down. And remember, you can push as you're going up and down. Push on that heel. 1, 2, 3, and down. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, and down. That's 7. And 1, 2, 3, and down. And that gives us 8. All right? So that is, and as we do these, we're going to do a short pause between sets 1 and 2, and then a slightly longer pause, not a whole lot more, as we get into sets gets into sets 1 and 2, small pause, and 2 and 3, a little bigger pause, but not a whole lot. Right? Let's go ahead and grab the dumbbells. All right, and here we go. And up, right, and up, press, 1, 2, up, press, 1, 2, up, press, 1, 2, that's 3, up, press, 1, 2, that's 4, up, press, 1, 2, that's 5, up, press, 1, 2, that's 6, up, press, 1, 2, that's 7, up, press, 1, 2, that's 8. Right? Just a brief count here, and then get right back into it. And here we go. Up, press, 1, 2, that's 1, up, press, 1, 2, that's 2, up, press, 1, 2, that's 3, up, press, 1, 2, that's 4, up, press, 1, 2, that's 5, up, press, 1, 2, that's 6, up, press, 1, 2, that's 7, up, press, 1, 2, that's 8. All right, so as we're doing these, and I didn't say that for the warm-up, you're also activating the core, right? Back to the core. So we want now to be concentrating on the core. So as we're doing this, making sure that we are tightening the core, then we pull that belly button just a little bit in, just like when you're taking a picture and somebody says, say cheese, and click, right? You pull that belly, pull that stomach in just a little bit. That's what we're doing. So go ahead and get to this last set. And up, squeeze, 1, 2, up, squeeze, 1, 2, up, squeeze, 1, 2, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 4, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 5, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 6, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 7, up, squeeze, 1, 2, that's 8. All right, let's go ahead and get this down. And we'll get into our seated knee extensions. And we're going to do 10 of these alternating back and forth with a 5 count when we lift. Okay, so here we go. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10. All right. I'm going to get into our curl and presses. And so we make one adjustment to the camera here. All right. So I'll be able to capture that a little bit better. All right. So once again, we're going to do sets 1 and 2 with a short break between them, and then sets 2 and 3 with a little longer break. Let's go ahead and get started. Feet shoulder width apart, activating that core, back to the core, back to the core. I'm going to up, twist, up, down, twist, lower. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, lower. Let me move over a little bit. Up, twist, press, and down, twist. That's 3. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, lower. That's 4. Up, twist, press, and down, twist. 5. Up, twist, press, and down, twist. 6. Up, twist, press, and down, twist. 7. And up, twist, press, and down, twist. 8. Okay? So brief pause. This is a 2 count. 1, 2. Let's get back to it. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, lower. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 2. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 3. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 4. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 5. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 6. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 7. One more. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 8. All right, and we'll take a little longer break between this second set and third set. While I do that, I'll make a change to the camera. With the mindset today. So the mindset is that we're constantly evaluating. We're constantly looking. We're constantly trying to get back to basics, trying to make sure that we are continuing to do in the right way, in the right form, the things that we need to do to make sure that we're getting the benefit of what we're doing out here, right? So that's the idea of back to the core, back to the core. Not just the core here, right? So that's important. And you guys saw that this core is actually the connection between the upper body and the lower body. It is perhaps the most challenging that a lot of people will find in terms of toning. Like you'll see changes in your muscles, in your biceps, in your triceps, see changes in your pecs. You'll see changes in your legs, your calves. But when it comes to that midsection, can be very challenging. So we're going to be working on that. So that is important, but also core ideas, core beliefs, making sure that we've gone back and looked at those keystone principles that we talked about when we were going through the 100-day walk to consistency, making sure that here, form, focus, and foundation, right? Time under tension, resistance, right? So resistance and building strength through reps. All of those are core ideas, core principles that we want to continue to be looking at and evaluating and using. So the core has lots of implications. Let's go ahead and get into that last set here. Ready? And up, twist, press, and down, twist, lower. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, lower. That's 2. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 3. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 4. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 5. up, twist, press, and down, twist, 6, up, twist, press, and down, twist, 7, and up, twist, press, and down, twist, 8. All right. That was fun. I like that. And I say that not in a sarcastic way, but that was actually pretty good. All right. So let's go ahead and do our squats. And what I want to do is I want to continue as we've been doing. We're going to do an isometric version, we're going to do the dumbbell version, and we're going to do the kettlebell version. Just to give an idea to everyone that they can do this in lots of different ways. We're going to start out with the isometric version, right? Just using our hands, our arms, pressing in, and then doing our squats. And then we're going to go to the dumbbell, right? So we're going to take just a short break just in time for me to come up, get the dumbbell, and then we'll start back into that second set. Now between the second and third set, when I get the kettlebell, we'll do that a little bit longer, right? So palms pressing. We got our feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. We've activated the core. Remember, back to the core. And we're going to act like we're sitting. And let's go ahead and go down. So that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. That's 7. And that's 8. All right? And grab the dumbbell, and it's basically the same motion, except I have some weights, and you could use heavier weights if you need to. We will at some point. Right? Let's go. That's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. That's 7. And that's 8. Now I'll tell you that these take a little longer break between these two sets. These really helped me this last several weeks, actually. At the office, the elevator in our building, we are on the 3rd floor. Elevator wasn't out. Actually, one of them was out. The other one, of course, now is taking longer. And so I've been actually going up the stairs, and usually prior to us beginning this workout, it would take me, I'd get to the top and right, out of breath, legs are hurting. And so I'm able to make those now without significant issues. The power of consistency. And that's just a practical example of the benefits that we get. All right, let's go ahead and get to the kettlebell, and feet shoulder width apart, activating the core, act like we're sitting, and let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right. All right. Let's get these back down. And we're going to move into our hammer curls. And just like we've been doing, first 2 sets in close proximity, all right, 1 set, then to the second set with short break, and then a little longer between sets 2 and 3. All right. All right, so feet shoulder width apart, activating that core. Bring the dumbbell up to the other shoulder, up quickly, and then slow on the way down. All right, let's go. 1, Right, okay, I should say up and down, that's 1. And up and down, up and down, that's 2. Up and down, and up and down, that's 3. Up and down, up and down, that's 4. Up and down, up and down, that's 5. Up and down, up and down, that's 6. Up and down, up and down, that's 7. Up and down, and up and down, that's 8. So I'm not actually going to even put these down because we're going to get right into the second set. Here we go. Up and down, and up and down, up and down, up and down, that's 2. Up and down, up and down, that's 3. Up and down, up and down, that's 4. Up and down, up and down, that's 5. Up and down, up and down, that's 6. Up and down, up and down, that's 7. Up and down, and up and down, that's 8. Right? So put these down, get a little longer break there. So we talked about mindset, okay? So strength, strategy, mindset, we're starting with mindset. Now the strategy is an interesting one because there are lots of different ways of doing different things. Lots of ways of doing dumbbell presses, lots of ways of doing squats, as you saw, right? We did squats, we did several different kinds. We did isometric, we did the dumbbell, we did the kettlebell. So your strategy can be different. Here in this space, what we're doing is we worked on setting up, establishing a routine, right? So we started out with those exercises and we added until we got a circuit that was consistent, consistent. Every time now you can go back and you can do that circuit without thinking about it, whether it's getting through the warm-ups, getting through the actual circuit itself, and also the cool down and the grounding exercise. You know now how to modify, right? So what we're doing is we're building. It's kind of like when you have a child and you're teaching them, you're going to teach them to read. You're going to start with what? You're going to start with the alphabets, right? They got to know the alphabet. And then we got to put them together in small words. Now they know words. Now we put those words into sentences. Now we put those sentences into paragraphs. Now we put those paragraphs into pages, right? And so we're building on that. And so that has been the strategy, right? So we're building slowly, slowly. And so now you have a comprehensive guide, comprehensive routine, comprehensive circuit that you can do. And then going back to that example of teaching to read, now you know the basics and you can begin adding different things. And so we are now focusing on back to the core, and adding some additional exercises. So we added the abdominal thrusts for the warm-up. And so, right? And then now going into the strength. And the strength continues to be the things that we're doing, the exercises that we're doing in terms of strengthening for our body. And the strength that you have is you showing up, the consistency and the determination that you've shown by being here another day. Let's go ahead and get to that last set. And up and down and up and down, up and down and up and down. That's 2. Up and down, up and down. That's 3. Up and down, up and down. That's 4. Up and down, up and down. That's 5. Up and down and up and down. That's 6. Up and down and up and down. That's 7. Up and down and up and down. That's 8. Right? Okay. So right in here, we are actually going to make a modification to our routine. So we're going to add another exercise. And this is back to the core. And for that, let me make a quick adjustment to the camera. Make sure I can capture this. Core, focusing on the core. Exercises. And this is our dead bug. So the idea here is that we are going to have our legs. Actually, let me move this way, I think. So I'm going to have our thighs, well, not our thighs, but our gastrocs, or those calf muscles, parallel to the ground, arms straight up. And what we're going to do is we're going to, the opposite arm and leg are going to move in tandem. Right, so basically what we're going to do is we're going to stretch out. All right, so this left leg and the right arm, right? And then we're going to bring that back up. And we're going to do the opposite, right? This one stays. And I'm a little bit, going to move a little bit here. Okay? All right, so let's do that again. All right? So, and the goal is to put that as flat as possible. And back up. And that stays, right? And up. And back the other way. 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 And up. I'm going to do 10 of these the other way. And up. And back the other way. And up. Okay? All right. And so we'll add more form, do that. We'll add to that as we go, as we get better, and as we begin incorporating that into our routine. All right. Let's go ahead and we're going to get to our lateral raises. And then to our balancing exercise. All right. See? So we said that we were going to find something to break up the hammer curls and the lateral raises, and there it is. All right, here we go. Get those dumbbells. All right, so three sets of 8, and let's get started. And up, and down, and up, and down, up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down, and up, and down, up, and down. That's 7. Up, and down. That gives us 8. And I'm going to put this down for just a couple of seconds, and then we'll go directly into the second set. All right, ready? Here we go. All right, here we go. And up, and down, and up, and down, 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 up, and down. One more. Up, and down. All right. So a little longer break between that second and third set. And so strength, strategy, and mindset. Strength, strategy, and mindset. So that's the walkthrough, right? That's the walkthrough. So many different things that we learn in this space, so many different things about our bodies, so many different things about the exercises, and of course, so many different things that we can extrapolate that into other areas of our lives. All right. And grab that again. All right, ready? Last set. And up, and down, 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 and one more, and up, and down. Ooh, yeah. Those last couple on that one always get me. I think one of our lights just went out. Let's see what's going on there. All right. And let's get our dumbbells and our balancing exercise. I love this because it teaches us so much about life. Of course, here in this space, balance is very important because we need it in order to do the things that we do, in order to do the curls and the presses, in order to do our cross-body leg swings, in order to do our squats. All of that requires balance because it would be much more challenging if we weren't balanced. So we're always shooting for balance. But not having balance does not negate for us the fact that we continue working, that we continue moving, that we continue trying, that we continue showing up. The balance is great, but just because you're off balance does not mean you're incompetent or incapable. And just because you're off balance does not mean you cannot learn more, right? All right, let's go ahead. We're going to do 10 of these, alternating each side with a 5 count when we do our thrust. Here we go. Ready? And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And shift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7. 1, 2. You see that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10. All right, so you see that? So balance doesn't mean you stop. Being off balance doesn't mean you stop. Off balance means, hey, we got to figure out how to get that back to where we need to be. All right, let's get into our grounding, centering, breath work. Just like we warmed up, we're going to cool down, and the cool down is really kind of getting those muscles continuing to relax, bringing that temperature down, increasing the inflow of fresh oxygen, getting rid of the carbon dioxide. And the grounding exercise, the grounding idea is that there is this solid firm, unmovable piece of dirt, piece of earth beneath you. And anytime that there is uncertainty, anytime there's balance issues, like we saw a little while ago, getting your feet solid, getting them flat, getting them on the ground, in contact with the ground, is a great symbol. It's a great idea. It's a great indication, right? A great trigger to the mind that things are not lost. Things are not hopeless. There's a lot of science actually behind grounding. Sometimes if you take your shoes off and you're walking in the sand or walking in the dirt, it helps to lower cortisol levels. So when you are in a situation like here, and you saw me get off balance, what I do, right? Get my foot on the ground, and I came back. When we are doing any of the exercises, if there's something that's unsteady, getting our feet planted, right, helps to stabilize us because we're grounded. In your life, in situations that you find yourself in a conversation, in some stressful environment, in some project that you're working on that you just can't seem to get through, some anxiety, some anger, some distress, some depression, all of that, you can find yourself, find your piece of ground, plant your feet flat on the ground, and know that there is support there. And then begin imagining those emotions that have been building up. Imagining the tension that's been building up. In our case, we've been lifting, so there's tension, time under tension, that resistance. And just imagining those muscles just kind of relaxing now as we imagine all of those emotions, all of those feelings kind of draining from the top of our head, through our body, through our chest, through our arms, through our abdomen, through our hip muscles, into the quads and the hamstrings, into the knees, into the shins, into the calf muscles, into the ankles, and finally into the soles of the feet, and we're pushing that out. And we are grounded. We're unmovable. We're solid. We're in position. Just imagine that now, and everything's just kind of draining through. And then we're going to do our breathing exercise. We're going to do 5 of these. Breathe in through the nose, out to the mouth, in through the nose, out to the mouth. We're breathing in fresh oxygen, breathing out the carbon dioxide, breathing in success, breathing out failure, breathing in the growth mindset, breathing out the fixed mindset, breathing in self-confidence, breathing out self-doubt, breathing in our inner coach, breathing out the inner critic. All of those things, we're going in and out, and we are feeding the body. The muscles, the cells are getting that fresh oxygen that's coming in because we've been using them, right? We've asked them to show up. We've asked them to stretch. We've asked them to push through. We've asked them to ignore the burn. And now we're giving them fresh oxygen as a reward. We're saying, yes, we are here to nourish you. So breathing that in, we're going to do 5 times in and out, in through the nose, out through the mouth. On that 5th time, we'll breathe in, we'll hold it for a 5 count, and then breathe out. Here we go. In through the nose, out through the mouth. 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 In through the nose, out to the mouth, and this time we're going to breathe in and we're going to hold it for a 5 count. In through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out through the mouth. And your cells are happy, your muscles are happy, your brain is happy. Because we've done something for ourselves. We've made a decision. We've pushed through, and now we're replenishing, we're cooling down. We're centered, we're grounded, and we're breathing. In and out. In and out. Beautiful, beautiful. And we have, y'all, let me grab my hat. We've started week number 9. Week number 9. And this is day number 57. So you've shown up. You've shown up. And you said, I'm here. You said, I'm doing it. You said that I am willing to do what it takes. I'm willing to push through. I'm willing to deposit in my history, in my evidence bank, in my I can journal. I can do strength training strategy and mindset. I can do that for 57 days. I can do that and I can push through and not be stopped by scheduling, not be stopped by weather, not be stopped by uncertainty, not be stopped by imbalance, not be stopped by doubt. I'm showing up. And that is a fundamental idea. That is a core idea. Back to the core. That's our theme. And that is what Limitless Living says. That we're not allowing anything from outside or anything from inside to prevent us from doing what we need to do. We are showing up with our best selves, our best health, and our best plans. We're breaking through the boundaries. We're pushing through the obstacles. We're not letting anything confine us, and we are going to be successful because we're living those limitless lives. Hey. Thank you for being here. I'm so proud of you that you've been here another day. This is Dr. Dwain Woode. That's Woode with an E. The E stands for Endocrinology. Here I educate, I empower, and I encourage you to take charge of your health and your life, avoid complications, and go to the next level. We're creating the life we've always wanted, and we're moving to that next level. So make sure you get out there and live a limitless life. And we will see you tomorrow for day number 58 of Strength, Strategy, and Mindset.